Serena Williams' husband is investing in a sports bar that will only show women's sports.
Did it already close down?
Hey,
What?
hey! Before you get all high and mighty, it's probably doing way better than your barcade.
It is. It is actually doing better because mine's not open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shots
It
fired.
probably would be.
Yeah.
doing better.
You're
Shots
broken for
fired.
Jason. You're such a loser.
Oh my God! That's personal.
Yeah.
That is personal.
Hey.
Ouch.
Well, I mean, you have like partners and stuff, right? So it's a shot at them as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's just, you don't have to hold that solely for yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, Joe.
and our livelihood and well-being, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You sell your tickets. I hope you get a lot of money.
Yes, we will.
Probably will. We probably will.
We're looking to make upwards of $150.
Total. Total.
Hey, that's a great return. I'll
It
take
is.
it.
Yeah.
Way more than
I'll
I'm
take
making.
it.
Yeah. If we triple our return.
I'll
yeah.
take it.
Our Kate and Clark resale tickets. 800-682-1075. Just say yes or no. Judgment free. Would you go to a sports bar that only showed women's sports?
By the way, it is called the sports bra.
Yes, which is pretty clever.
It's so
Genius.
clever.
Just women's sports.
So
just
clever.
women's sports
Are
only.
they-
All women's sports.
Serving alcohol, beer, heroin,
Heroin. Heroin.
whatever you have to do to get through it.
The menu.
Amsterdam.
You were so rude.
Whatever
You are so rude.
What did you are rude.
No, I'm just no. The menu, because like the website is amazing. By the way, Serena Williams' husband Alexis is the co-founder or whole founder of Reddit.
Yeah, he's very wealthy.
Yes, and obviously Serena
wow.
Williams, the GOAT.
Yeah, yeah.
So, they've got some money to play with here, but the website is crazy and the menu sounds delicious. Like we would definitely go there. Burgers, club sandwiches, wing. I mean, typical
Typical stuff, yeah.
typical sports bar fare, but it looks
But would you go
delish.
there to watch women's sports?
See, here's the thing, Jared. I don't choose my restaurant based on what's on the television.
Right.
So I don't go to a sports bar or a restaurant because I'm like, oh, they show men's sports on TV. That doesn't guide my decision.
Right, sure.
It doesn't guide my decision. This in particular, the sports bra,
Because like
I would
all
absolutely.
you support it because it's female.
100%. And
Right.
then it's also, I think, extremely clever and the menu looks great.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
it's-
yeah.
it certainly has a possibility of making because it's a niche.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only. It's and there's a theme. It's a little bit novelty. That's the only thing because then it's like the biggest games in the world could possibly be on, but we're not going to show it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my opinion, they should probably do mostly all girl sports, and that's the theme. But something really big, maybe have it on the
Or
smaller.
like dedicated TVs for the women's sports.
Could be.
Like
yeah.
like the
But
smaller
this is-
TVs.
It says only
No.
shows.
No, do not be part of the problem, Jared.
I
Do not be-
tickets.
Do not be part of the problem.
I watched Iowa all year.
Yes, I will also say, and this, Jason is not going to like it because it's on my feminist high horse, but here we are. We bring it up. This is what I'm going to say. I witnessed and felt firsthand what it is like. I mean, I didn't have skill, so I never would have made it far anyway. But what it is like to be a young female trying to be in sports. And did you all see during the Super Bowl, it was the Dove ad for,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
and we had it on our social media and stuff. And it's talking about how most girls by the age of 13, no matter how talented and gifted they are
Right.
in their sport, will quit because they feel not confident in their uniforms. They feel not confident in their bodies.
Right.
They feel that their bodies are scrutinized. Then it's like the things that they're wearing don't fit or whatever it is. And then you quit at 13.
Just
Like,
when you're probably getting good at it.
just when you're
Yeah.
you're finally like finding your stride and
So
finding your
women
confidence.
you're saying girls are quitting based upon what they look like in their outfit?
No, but that's
Being
part of the
judged.
problem. But the
The way they
body
feel.
image, your
Yeah.
body image, and
Well, not
how,
the volleyball players.
well, you'd be surprised.
I mean, they have the most risque outfit. I still don't get it. Like, there's no need for, but they have the most risque stuff. But I don't think a lot of basketball players they don't have risque outfits.
it's not about the it's about your body
This
image.
way they feel.
And
our
like in your swimsuit when you're on swim team, or you're in you're a gymnast and you're in your unitard, or all and even the fact that you're going out as a softball player or a basketball player or whatever, your body image is screwed.
And then because of so many people dropping out, then like my daughter was good at soccer. and she really loved it, and then got to a certain age where unless you're playing travel soccer, which is $1 million,
Yep.
and have a lot of time to do that, and she has other interests, so no, but she was good at it. It was all co-ed, so she's a 13 to 15-year-old league. She's 13 playing with 15-year-old boys, and it's not fun anymore.
Because
it's just,
they don't have the
it's
number of
not
females.
Even, right, so
Yeah.
she was the only female on her team, so then it kind of like ruins it. It's
Well,
like,
there are female teams.
Yeah, but not enough
Yeah.
is the point.
in my
though, is that-
experience
yeah.
in this area,
Mhm.
as a soccer,
Yeah.
unless it was a travel team like the Y and other places, they did not have enough for all women teams.
Yeah.
Up when you get to a certain age.
And
When
it's-
they're younger, tons of teams.
Oh, for sure, because
But
they're
like, about
yeah.
13,
Yeah, that
14,
may be true.
gone. But it's not maybe true. This is what I've
It is.
experienced. It is true.
And there is a major crisis when it comes to high school sports because there are so many options. You're playing club, you're playing travel, you're playing premier, and those are things that you have to pay for. And so then people are not playing for their high school because then they're committed to other things. And
Right.
it's like we
Well,
don't
they don't
have
have
our high
that
school
problem
teams.
at Northwest. I'll tell you that
Well,
much.
but we're there. It's lucky.
Yeah. Well, they have always they have a really big school. If you
Mm-hmm.
think about percentage and numbers, it's just they have thousands of kids for a team that's only going to have, what,
Mm-hmm.
15, 20 players.
Well, and then our friend Sal, that we all know, he has coached youth softball for years, and he says it does get to a certain age where he sees a big drop off, even no matter the talent. I mean, not everybody. And he said he has to really focus on how they're feeling about themselves.
Yes.
More so than like the X's and O's, how they feel about themselves before the game starts. And if you can get their confidence up as who they are, they just play much better and they're much happier.
Right. Right. And that's not just, because women are emotional and we have hormones. It's because of all of the outside pressure, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. So would you go to a sports bar that only shows female sports?
Who's going to say no now?
Well, they could. I
After
mean, there are
that,
some people who
feminist movement
would
by
say
Katie.
no.
The thi-
Hey.
Well, some would say, and okay, you might not like this. Some would say the problem with female sports not making as much money is because females don't even support female sports. They're not buying the tickets. They're not watching the games.
That is true.
I think this is a great opportunity to start.
Absolutely.
You know, like if you're not already into it, then why not have more things that are giving exposure
Right.
and support to women's sports?
in the Final Four and in the championship game. For the first time, I think ever, the women's Final Four and championship had higher ratings than the men's.
Yeah.
That's a huge stride. Now it's basically because of one player, but that's a big jump. Let's go to Christina. Would you go to a sports bar that only showed women's sports?
I would have to agree with Katie. It's a really good concept, and it's going to explode, and women are going to support it, and then the sport is going to be more exciting. It's not going to be dull, and that I completely support, and I would go to that. I love the name of the place.
Yeah, it's very clever. The Sports Bra.
That's smart.
And the first location is opening in Portland, Oregon.
A
And
perfect location for that, too.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Probably be, I would guess there's probably a lot of lesbians there.
Probably.
Because I saw the promotional
Okay,
photo.
now there's a reason to go. Are they going to be lipstick? I don't know.
I think a mixture.
a mix of lesbians.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different types of straight
Yes.
people, all different types of.
Plus, you also are in a place where everybody is feeling the same kind of way, where it's like it's a positive atmosphere.
Right.
You know, we're here for the same reasons.
And you could go because the straight women that are there, if you're a guy there, they're like, he's supporting women's sports. Wow.
Yeah.
See?
And he's one of us.
Squid
You
should
could-
go.
I was literally about to say that I would go, especially for like games like where Caitlin Clark played Angel Reese, because that was like a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like I would go for that game because more women are going to be there, and yes, there might be. I mean, yes, more women are going to be
Well,
there, and then it's like a direct voucher almost by showing
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
Like wow, he cares and supports women's sports. And I'm like yes.
Thank you for using my language, but with
Yep.
the direct fashion. But I will say, I bet you there's also going to be a ton of guys there because a ton of guys are into the women's basketball because of Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark.
for
in the
sure.
first place.
And maybe, just maybe, women will feel more comfortable going out and doing on, the court or whatever sport you're in, taking more risks as opposed to I have to play by the book if I want to keep my position. If we want to
Yeah.
be successcul. It's like maybe they're going to start to feel women more comfortable taking those risks.
Instead of being, and people that I know that
Yeah.
coach women's sports, they say that, because we talk about fundamentals, that like this is the play, and they run it exactly, which
Yeah.
is the way it should be done, but that also makes it a more robotic looking type sport. So like Caitlin Clark came out, she's like, I'm going to shoot from the logo. I don't care. And her coach let her, which a lot of coaches wouldn't.
That too.
And that changed everything.
That's important.
Let's go to Tara, because at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's TV. It's an entertainment show. Tara, would you go to a sports bar that only showed women's sports?
Oh yeah, like totally, absolutely. But I really had a question for Jason. Kind of has to do with what you guys are talking about. I just feel like this was my moment to call and ask. Have you heard the viral question that's going around like TikTok and stuff of if you were a woman and you were stranded alone in the woods, would you rather be stuck there with a grown man or a bear? And I was curious what if he was a woman or if it was his daughter, which he would rather his daughter be stuck in the woods with a bear or a grown man.
Oh, I have not heard this.
Why would I
Viral.
want my daughter to be stuck in the woods with a bear?
It's a hypothetical question. Well, I mean, would you rather be stuck alone in the woods with a grown man?
Because you don't know his intentions.
Oh,
You don't know
gosh,
his caliber.
That's
You
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very, like, would you rather be stuck with a mauling bear or take your chances with a grown, creepy man, you know?
I take my
Well, at least
risk.
it's
That's the
creepy,
kind of
so-
things that women are faced with.
We designed it creepy there, but
Well,
There's
you-
a lot of bad men, but there's mostly good men. I mean,
Yeah.
you're painting all men as like they're rapists. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't
No,
like
it's
that at
not
all.
pinning.
No,
I don't
she
think it's,
is.
I don't
Yes,
think
she
it's
is.
pinning.
Bear?
Yeah.
Would you want your child with a bear or a man? And people are like, oh, definitely a bear because
But
you don't know what a man's going to do.
mentality, and I'm not trying to paint you here, Jason, in a bad light. I mean, I think that we're all being honest, but it's like some of the comments that come out are sexualizing women, and that's like all they're good for. It's the women's sports, yeah, volleyball shorts. You know, that's the one
Well,
I'm gonna watch.
I agree
It's
with
like you're sexualizing.
That
so
is.
you know, how can we
they wear
take the
that,
good with the
but
bad? We have to take the bad with the good.
I will,
Right.
yeah, I get that. I will say this. I agree with Jared, though. I think it's not the problem that it's women. It's the fact that I think on a physical level, when it comes to like a basketball game or even football, it's like there's the physical differences in men and women create men to do things that women can't at times because they cannot dunk or they can't do this, and because it becomes so robotic, the game's boring. That's what I was thinking. That I said the one thing that I see lately that is growing with women that seems to be taking on an interest and might even be able to really be more on a competitive level with men to me is soccer.
Can I just say, I don't think that it's that women can't dunk or women can't take the challenges or the chances. I think it's because women don't necessarily feel comfortable and confident enough to do it because they feel like they have to play by a certain way or they lose their spot.
Well, on
And I'm
average,
gonna
they're shorter,
agree. I'm
and sorry, Jason, most women in the WNBA can't dunk.
but okay,
there might be
but
one.
there are some
So
who
it
can.
makes
To
it
say
less-
women
but I
can't
did
is
say that. I
Well,
said
but
that's
I mean,
not right.
but it's like
I said most.
it's like if a woman dunks, it's like the lead of Sports Center. If a guy dunks, it's like, oh, this is one of the 10 guys who dunked last night in the same game.
But is it because they can't or
They
they don't
can't.
feel comfortable
They
taking the
can't.
chance?
But it's not their. It's different physicality,
yes.
and I think the average height in the NBA is like 6'7". That's 6'7" for men, and I think the average height in the WNBA is like 6 foot. So they're already much shorter on average.
But I think there are differences
So,
in
I mean-
physical physique. I mean, it's a fact. I'm not saying that's all women. I'm not saying all men. I said so it is more robotic, and there may be some of what Katie's saying where they don't want to take the chance of dunking.
Yeah.
But you know what? This Caitlin Clark, maybe she's going to bring out the fact that women are a lot better at, women are better at, they said, at parking or nailing a hammer. Maybe there's something to this 3-point
And
thing
vision,
where
yeah.
that women actually might be better at men in the long run of shooting 3 points. And that would be the thing that change everything around. And that would be the niche right there. So that's some of the non-robotic stuff that you have, and that's some of the problem. It's not that it's on purpose on that part.
And to be fair, like if you have the men's lacrosse team and you put it on TV, no one's watching it. There's just not the interest there. It's not because it's men. It's just there's not interest.
or soccer.
Or the men's.
That's not true about soccer. That's not
some.
maybe in your circle, but I can tell you that is just not true.
Well, you just look at the ratings
yeah,
on
well,
American
that's fine,
TV
but,
soccer.
but take the world.
The world's
and
different. I'm talking about the United
but
States.
Still, to say soccer's not, it's not a popular thing.
Here
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
is.
Here it's not nearly as popular as football. Other parts of the world, it's more popular. It's the most popular
Yes,
sport.
absolutely,
But here,
but-
most people, from a ratings perspective, football, basketball, baseball, totally crushes
Then
soccer.
I think we have to just define it by saying U.S. only.
Oh, okay,
we have
whatever.
to
Well, yeah, I mean,
define
it's
it by
where
US
we
only.
watch sports.
Well, yeah,
right.
but
Yeah.
but I hate
There's not
that
even American
when
football in other countries. yeah.
when we say, oh, soccer's just nobody cares about it. That's just not
No,
true.
I care
Just
about
not
it.
true.
And I think that women's, especially with the Olympics, have made it more popular.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was more popular than men here in the United States.
Mhm.
And
Other
it's-
parts of the world, yeah, it's the most popular sport.
And to me, like soccer, which I think is
And it's growing.
a great equalizer. It is growing
Yep.
for sure. But because lots of, like, when I was coming up, youth soccer wasn't, like, every kid did not play youth soccer.
We didn't have a soccer team growing up. I
Right.
mean, and now I also grew up in Pennsylvania where
No,
where
even
field
here.
hockey was like huge.
Right.
You
But like,
know?
even
Yeah.
like youth, like from 3. I don't know a kid that lives in anywhere now that's like 3 to 5 that doesn't at least try one season of soccer.
That hasn't played
Soccer
once.
was
Yeah.
very popular up north.
Mhm.
Very.
Was it
I think the most.
field
That'd be-
hockey too for you?
Field hockey was
Yeah.
pretty popular, but definitely soccer. And it's just the same thing, Katie, is like college basketball is huge, but barely anybody's watching college baseball. There's just certain
They
niches
just
that
don't watch
they
it.
just don't
Yeah.
watch it.
Mhm.
It's not because it's men or women. It's just not, for whatever reason, not entertaining.
And long and real long.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if we could make
They've
it,
gotta
I don't know,
change.
like 4 innings, that'd be great.
Yeah, it was. Baseball was a great
Oh, man,
thing.
you're living in the car right now.
4 is good.
Baseball was a great thing, like in the 30s and 40s when there wasn't other options.
When we had all day.
As far as watching it on TV,
Yeah.
going to games
Going,
is fun
totally
it's
different.
It's the
They
vibe.
still
It's the
have.
hangout.
I mean, they still have a major audience. They're paying these baseball players hundreds of millions. It's
Yes.
crazy.
well, they
No.
also play 160 some
That's
games.
too many games.
And going, like you were saying, is a totally
It's a vibe.
different. You're like, I'm getting my beer, I'm having my hot dog, I'm watching the fire. I mean, it is a
whole thing.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
You
it's
know?
and that's fun.
But,
That's a lot of fun.
yeah,
TV
television-
watching, you're watching game 3 of 164. You're like, oh,
Because
geez.
it doesn't mean a lot.
No, it
but
doesn't.
people who are passionate about it, man, my brother-in-law, don't talk to him during a baseball game.
Right.
Yeah. So it's if you're passionate about it.
All right, let's go to AML Jose. Jose, would you go to a sports bar that only shows women's sports?
Good morning, Jerry K. Good morning. I don't mean to be sexist, but I don't think I would.
Oh.
Just because whenever you watch a women's basketball team, one team is farther ahead than the other one. It's a little boring. I like tight matches, and that's usually where the men's NBA teams come into play right there. So,
Is that true?
yeah, no, I wouldn't. I will pass on this, I think.
You're going to pass.
You're
Is that
pass
better
on
for
it.
you, Matt?
Yes, thank you for being on off the fence, Jose.
Matt and Jose have developed a
A beef, if
little
you
bit
will.
of beef. A little Tupac
I'm
baby
trying to
beef.
keep Jose on the air,
Yeah.
which is what he wants.
You're right about that.
Matt told Jose recently that he was waffling too much. Like,
much
I
waffle.
might not. And Matt said, dude, this is boring. Come on, you got it.
When we're taking calls on a segment,
Yeah.
and it's to tell us, would you rather this or that? And he calls in and says, either way.
If you're going to call
Yeah,
and say
no, thank
maybe,
you.
don't call in.
I would not put
Yeah.
that call through for anyone else.
Nope. You
But
wouldn't.
for Jose, I coached him to take a side.
Yes.
You got to pick a side.
Good job, Matt.
Just
A
like
lot
if
of-
somebody asks you a survey, I
Yes,
hate getting those. It's
exactly.
like yes or no, and then people are like undecided.
I
Why'd
don't
you answer?
know.
Just don't even do the survey.
Just say I pass.
Yeah, like I don't quit talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Ken. Ken, would you go to a sports bar? And it is called Sports Bra in Oregon. Serena Williams' husband has invested into it. That only shows women's sports.
Yes. We got to get with the program. Women are taking over the world right now. So,
We've owned the world all along. It's just our time to shine.
In which ways are they taking over
time
the
to
world?
shine.
A, in lots of ways.
Hey, look,
Number one,
getting
here
better in
before us.
every development,
Mhm.
sports, politics. They going around the world. They getting stronger every day. We just got to give it to women and get with the program. It's over for the guys. All right.
Yeah.
It's
I like
over
that.
for the
Over for guys.
I like
That's 100%
How about
incorrect.
just people?
It ain't over. They still need us to develop, but you know what I'm saying. Get a baby out of them, but still we just got to get with the program.
You really don't
Oh,
need
I
us for
I
that
don't know.
either.
I think
No.
in the future you
No.
won't
I
need
really
that.
don't.
We don't have to have it like
Look,
it had to be against
let's get with
guys.
the program, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more people, and when you start doing too much of one way or the other thing, it starts again being divided.
Right.
Typically,
But
All right.
I thought there's more women in like music than ever
Yes.
nowadays. More
Yes.
stars. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and I'm for whoever's talented, and I want people to have opportunities and feel comfortable. And like, I have a daughter that I want her to be whatever she wants to be. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I think it changes people when you have a daughter. Because I do. I think it
I think-
definitely does. Because if you're raising all boys, I think that there can be the idea, like you're not exposed,
That's right.
obviously, to
If you don't have a sister or like,
exactly.
yeah,
If you
right.
grow up that way, it's not your. If you
Sure.
have all boys, you have all boys, whatever. But you're not exposed to that side of it. Watching a young girl grow up and develop, and notice the pressures that she experiences from a very young age. I just don't think that some men are
Well,
aware
yeah,
of
because
that.
it's not your life
It's not
experience.
yours,
Yeah, and then
yeah.
you see it, and you're like, oh man, there's a lot more. And then like for me, the way I was raised, I was never like, oh, a woman, she can't do that. Why Why can't she do that?
Because your sister would beat you up, probably.
She would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now stand-up comedy is a different thing. No, I'm kidding.
It is odd though. It's like all the pressures with women and this and that, and then the most psychopathic people do the craziest stuff percentage-wise on the face of the planet that do something horrific are typically men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, suicide's the highest. Not to get dark, but suicide's highest with men. I think men, we keep a lot in.
Yeah.
And then we're told, suck it up. So
But that is changing like you wouldn't believe.
It's changing.
And people say, "Oh, you're getting soft." No, we're just actually becoming more mature and talking about emotions as opposed to murdering a family.
Right, or killing themselves.
Right, that too.
Right, or taking on, or dying young of a heart attack because of all the stress.
Or punching walls.
You should have seen last night when I stubbed my toe in the bed. I've never been that mad in my life.
Oh, that's the worst.
I punched the dresser drawer, then hurt my hand, and Carol's laughing on the side of it. It's terrible. But
That's helpful.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse when you're in pain, someone's
I
laughing.
hate inanimate objects.
Yeah. Let's go to Mark. Mark, would you go to a bar that only showed women's sports?
Possibly. I mean, I'm a big fan of the, the lingerie football league. I think if they were to,
Here it is.
Is there such thing?
Yeah. It's been around for a long
If
time.
they were to play, in their underwear or nude, I mean, it would really drive ratings.
Yeah. That's part of the problem.
Well played, Mark. Well played.
Part of the problem.
Good call, Mark.
Can we put him as caller of the year?
No. I'm going to block his number after the show. It'll be fine.
I'll share it with you.
Thank you.
And it's just like any sports bar. Like I would go to a sports bar if they're showing a game I'm interested in.
Yeah. And,
Right.
Or if they have food that I like that they serve.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
feel like
that's my...
Yes, exactly.
I care more about the food. Like if it's
Yes.
a game I really care about watching, I'd rather watch at home.
Without the distractions.
Without the whole distraction. Like invite people over that I know like the same team. I don't want to go out where I'm potentially with people that like the other team. I hate that.
When I order mozzarella sticks, I need to focus on the mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
You know what I I mean?
Yeah, if the food's trash, I don't want to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. No matter what you're showing.
exactly.
I don't care what you're supporting.
If your food is trash, I'm not about it.
Yeah.
So maybe sports bra is what they're calling it. Will be coming to this area sometime.
Never know.
And you can decide if you want to go to a sports bar that shows only women's sports.
Serena Williams' husband is investing in a bar that will exclusively show women's sports. And the name of the bar will be Empty.
That is so rude.
I think it has
In
a
the
chance
spirit
for
of women's
success.
sports, the food and drinks will only cost a fraction of what other bars charge.
I'm here for that.
That's a little shot at women don't make as much as men.
Get it? Yep.
What were you saying, Jason?
I think it definitely has a chance of being
Yeah.
very successful because it's such a niche right now.
Yep. I think
Very
so.
good. I mean, yeah.
And the food has to be good. If they can nail the food, that will be a big draw as well.